So let's talk about the live action Snow White. Disney's PR nightmare turned actually watchable? Listen, before this movie hit theaters, the internet was dragging this movie. People were calling it a disaster before seeing a single frame. But honestly, it's not bad, but it's also not great. First, Rachel Zegler. Say what you want about her off screen comments, but girl can sing and girl can act. Her Snow White actually has more personality while still keeping that classic Disney princess charm. And speaking of singing, the composers behind The Greatest Showman worked on this soundtrack, and you can hear it in a good way. Most of the songs are pretty generic, but Waiting on a Wish is high-key better than Someday My Prince Will Come. Yes, I said it. Come at me. Also, I love how they kept Snow White's character kind and brave instead of forcing her into some weird I don't need a man action hero arc. Growth doesn't mean stripping away what made her a classic Disney princess in the first place. One addition in this movie is a little splash of action adventure featuring some new characters that are bandits. I will say that there is a self-sacrificing scene that felt pretty anticlimactic. I could have used more tension, more go on without me type energy instead of the blink and boom pacing that we got. Now, if you've seen the original movie, it's not a spoiler to know that Snow White gets a true love's first kiss. That is what makes the original movie iconic. I will give kudos to Disney for giving her a love interest in this movie that gets more development, but they still couldn't get me to believe in their relationship. In spite of their best efforts, their relationship still felt pretty rushed. Like Disney was yelling, "They're in love, okay? Believe it!" If you're gonna lean into a fairy tale romance, lean in. Now, Gal Gadot as the evil queen. I wanted to like her, but she felt like she was in a different movie. She was giving CW villain energy with over-the-top weird line deliveries that felt out of place. She did not have the cold, icy charisma that you see from other Disney villains. And don't get me started about the CGI dwarves. They had a Polar Express-esque, off-putting look to them next to real people. And at the end of the day, I just think that real actors could have sold the performances more, but I get that Disney was trying to avoid controversy. This movie's tone is all over the place in terms of wanting to be classic Disney, but also wanting to be an action-adventure romance, and the result is it falls flat because it can't fully commit to anything. So at the end of the day, I don't think that Snow White is the dumpster fire that people expected. Would I rewatch it on Disney Plus? Probably not. I do suspect that the movie that we have now is likely better than whatever we were going to get prior to the reshoots. My final rating is this movie is mid.
Bravo.
So what are your thoughts? Have you seen Snow White? Did you like it, or was it doomed from the start? Drop your thoughts in the comments.